Yes, sir. Can I help you today?
Yeah, my water heater's leaking and I would like to know if I need to replace it or not.
It's a really good question. We get that a lot. One thing about the leak is that regardless of where it's leaking, it's going to come out in the pan down below. So it always looks like it's the tank itself that's leaking. But one of the biggest things that can leak is up here at the water connections, especially on these flex connectors. So you want to check and make sure that you don't have a leak here or in some of the water heaters, not the ones we carry, but they'll use just a regular galvanized nipple in here. And a lot of times that galvanized nipple will rust out. So you want to make sure that that's not the case. If that's not the case, then what it is, you may have a leak in the tank. And what you want to do is just kind of run your hand over it and you'll feel a hot spot all of a sudden because there's several welded seams on these, and that's where the weak spot is. That's where they normally leak, is at the seam. So you've got a seam here, you got another one here, you got another one here, you got one down the side. You know, everything starts out as a flat sheet of metal when it comes to a water heater. So that's usually where it's at, because at the weld, that is where the glass lining that's inside the tank is at its thinnest. So that's usually where it works out first. So once you have a leak here, and you can feel it on the side, or if you have a gas tank, is it gas or electric that you have?
Gas.
Gas, okay. The gas one sometimes can also leak on the chimney, which goes down through the center of it. And what will happen there is a lot of times you'll go down and all of a sudden you don't have any hot water because the flame's been put out. Because the water drips down on the burner steals away the oxygen, puts the fire out. So a lot of times that's what it is. And at that point, you do need a new tank. So let's go over here and pick out a new one for you and get you on your way.
Sure.